Hi again, everyone. It's Rob Ryder, and today is October 11th, 2024. And we're going to talk about early voting deceptive practice and watch the democracy at work, proving it does not matter who votes, but who counts the votes. Stalin would be so impressed with how they do these things here in the United States, and I'm going to show you some proof. And who am I? Well, I am Rutluski Robert Allen, voluntary enlistee. Armed Forces United States, DOD ID number 12112800006. And if you've watched enough of my videos, by now you know that if you're an enlistee or ever were, you are still an enlistee. You've never been released from the military. And you may not be on active duty, but you still have an active status of some kind, although they don't want to tell us what it is. And because of that, at age 60 at least, or sooner, depending on how many years of active duty you are eligible for retirement. In fact, there's a fund called the Military Retirement Fund that has $1.4 trillion in it of paid but unclaimed retirement pay that is sitting someplace in D.C. And in fact, that's the fund that Trump got the money from to build the wall. You put that money back yet, Mr. Trump? I hope so, but that's for another day. So yeah, but I'm also known as Rob Ryder. Email address is courtofrecord@aol.com. YouTube, Rob Ryder with 3 B's, or Rumble, Rob Ryder with 2 B's. So what it is that I'm talking about? Well, here just a few days ago, I went down the township to get an early voting ballot. That's what we're going to look at and see what it can tell us. So this is some of the paper that was in the envelope, but obviously one of them was the ballot, right? And at the top of the ballot, it had the CPS number, CPS 000252, which is in red, and I didn't really know what it was at the time, but I got a clue real quick because then I went down and saw official ballot. General election for Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, Kent County, Michigan, Oakfield Township, Precinct 1 CPS. I'm sure by now you've noticed, well, hey, it says Precinct 1 CS down here. Well, look at it. It says Precinct 1 CS down here also. I didn't put that on this document. That was put on by the township. But my precinct is 1 CPS. So how come they put 1 CS instead? You could say, oh, it's the same thing. No, it's not. Nothing's the same unless it's the same. Otherwise, it's different. And this is on the document that goes back in the envelope, or this is on the back of the envelope that gets mailed back as part of your early voting. So we'll look at that closer here in just a second. But I just wanted to make sure you saw that. Well, look, this is what the ballot says. And I got the rest of the ballot covered up, obviously. Precinct 1 CPS. What does the return mail say? Precinct 1 CS. So who's this going to go to when it goes back? It's going to go to Precinct 1 CS. What'll happen when they open it? We'll say, well, this isn't ours, and they'll throw it away. Went to the wrong place. And there goes your vote. But a little better explanation of that. Now let's look at all the documents that came. So when I went down, I hadn't filled out an application yet to get an early voting ballot. So I did it, and I gave the lady at the window my ID, and she went back and did whatever she was doing. I'm filling out the application, and she comes back and hands me this envelope. And it doesn't have a stamp up here, but had I, done it some other way, they could have mailed it to me, apparently. But she still gave me this envelope with this information in, so forth and so on, and it had it in the window, Robert Allen Rutluski, with an address that I could say was mine. And okay, and this is just for me for later. I mean, where the form come from and who's responsible. But this is the front side of the envelope, and this is the back side. Right? There's really nothing to talk about on the envelope so much. It's what was in the envelope, which is the official ballot return envelope. Well, now we're talking. What about this thing? Well, right out the bat, it says to be opened only by precinct or absent voter ballot counting board. Okay, well, what board is it going to go to? because it's got the wrong precinct board on it. Oop, go back to this one. All right, one CS or one CPS. Just stop the presses right now and cancel the election because it's all messed up from the beginning. And first class mail permit 185. I'd like to find out who that is. In fact, if I have some time, I'm going to see if I can find out who has that permit number to see if it actually is the township clerk or who it is. It's got the permit number. Okay, so that's one side of this envelope, and then this is the other side, which one that had the clerk's information on it, and right. So this is on the outside of the envelope. Well, what precinct is it going to go to? It has to go to the precinct. Precinct 1 CS. Well, there is no such place. Throw in rejected. Reason. There is no precinct 1 CS. That would be the simple answer. All right, then they don't count your vote. They won't even open the damn thing. You got to keep your ballot secure, so anyone in possession other than election officials, employees of the Postal Service, or carriers, and so forth, or your family, or so forth, are supposed to have it. They had a bunch of questions to answer, and I understand that knowingly make a false statement is a misdemeanor. That's interesting, because down here it says, a person who knowingly makes a false statement is guilty of a felony. Well, then I can't say that a false statement's a misdemeanor. It must be a felony. So, even the wording is fucked up on it. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't curse in this video, and I already did. Excuse me. This box must be signed, or your vote will not be counted. Okay. Signed. So that means I got to put an X with my signature? I don't know. Or, with my mark. Because one's the mark, and it used to be you could just use an X for your signature. All right, put an X next to your name. That was your signature. And then if somebody helped you, you got to fill this part out. And then there's that mailing label that was on it, right? So that's where it get mailed, or that shows where it came from. And it has my address and stuff on. They say, well, hey, for that jurisdiction, the precinct is 1 CPS, not 1 CS. We can't count it. Absent voter ballot secrecy sleeve. So now they gave you this sleeve that you're supposed to put your ballot in. Then you put that inside the envelope we just looked at and mail it back. And this is what's on the sleeve. Follow the ballot marking instructions. Check both sides. Yep, when you complete it, do this, that, and the other thing. Make a mistake, return the ballot to the election official. So I could take it back, say, hey, you got this wrong, and I don't know that I won't do that yet. I haven't done anything yet except looked at it and thought about it. And then this secrecy sleeve has got these different statements on the back, which, I don't know that really has anything to do with what I'm doing right now, but after voting a ballot, I thought I was voting for president. No, I'm voting a ballot. That's why I guess I did that at the time. And then here's the ballot, which of course is much longer, and it has up over here, if you want to do a straight line ticket, and then all the different things below, and then there's stuff on the back. But no matter what you do, you can't get past the point, well, the precinct is 1 CPS. Which I don't really know what that means. It could mean Cedar Springs Public Schools, because that's the school district I'm in. But I don't know that. It's just CPS. I don't know that I've ever saw that before, but I've never really done an early ballot before. But that's what we're dealing with here in the United States, where to be open only by precinct or absent voter ballot counting board. Now, it's not going to do me any good to go and question the people at the township because they're just the drones doing the business of the democracy. It's the people at the top responsible for this. So maybe somebody could make some noise with some of these election integrity people and let them know what's going on, because all I can do is do a video. I really don't have a way to get a hold of anybody. else other than by email or something, but I don't have any contacts. So who's somebody who knows somebody? Please let them know what's going on. Very good. I don't know I can tell you any more. Just, again, early voting deceptive practices. This is your democracy at work. Proving it does not matter who votes, but who counts the votes. And the way it looks in this one, my vote wouldn't be counted. They just chucked that thing in the trash. Had the wrong precinct on the outside. Nothing we could do. Okay, you all have a great day and pass it around. Thank you very much. Have a great day.